Yo, my name is Matt. How's it going? I'm also known as ToastPunk.eth. Today I'm going to bring you through a thing that we've been working on called Crypto Toast. And I'm going to bring you through examples, how to set it up, what is it about, etc. How can it help you, how to make your life better. If you're new to cryptos and NFTs, I would say listen to some of my older videos first or listen to some basic sort of stuff. But this is quite simple as well. It will work for beginners, advanced, expert traders, doesn't really matter. It's just there to help you to trade better automatically, passively as well. So, what is Crypto Toast? Crypto Toast is basically this trading assistant that we created. I don't like to use the word bot, although it could sound like a bot, but it's actually an assistant. We've created an algo that we use to trade personally. So it tells us when we should buy ETH and sell ETH to lock in the profits. We've been working on this since July last year, and we've came up with many very iterations for the algo. Right now, we're most comfortable with what it is. This month, we went to public, our community public site, to let a few people try it out. And so far, those that tried it out, good luck to you. Congratulations to you. I think you're up 20% or something for the whole month, and it's only the 24th of the month. So well done, everyone. But just carrying on forward, just to show you a little bit of what happens in the charting side of things. As you can see here, there's buy and sell signals. This is completely our own algo that we've custom made for ourselves and tested ourselves. So it's not something you get off the shelf. And by the way, this is one of the key things what I found in the market out there. There's so much nonsense and so much rubbish, bots, strategies, everything else. We've spent all that money in getting scammed here and there to work out what's best, and we came up with our own custom-made one anyway. As I said before, Crypto Toast is free of charge, completely used for our ToastPunk holders. So I'll show you how to become a ToastPunk holder as well. It's nice and easy. It's right now the prices are incredibly cheap to come in. But here we go. So first thing you got to do is come to crypto.toastpunk.com. This is where it all resides. Now, if you go on the internet and look up ToastPunk, toastpunk.com, you'll find our main website. And from our main website, you can click our crypto toast link. So in the main website, learn about what we do anyway. It's all about get that bread. That's what we have. That's all our different sort of NFTs we've got there. And we've got the little racer club up the top right as well. Read about us if you want to learn more. But yeah, it's all there. Click on the Crypto Toast. You get this. You get to this page here, and you can carry forward. But if you're going direct to it, it's crypto.toastpunk.com. Once at the page here, you will see this little cool looking screen. It's got three dots up the top. Connect wallet, Binance API to be filled in, trade compound settings. First thing you got to do is, I would say, if you're first in, click on documentation. That's most important. Okay. In the documentation, you have the introduction, you have the status. So what's the status of the current bot, whether we stopped it or whether it's live. There's a disclaimer. Please read the disclaimer. We don't want anyone to get in trouble here, including ourselves. Even though it's free, like we don't make any money from this at all. The algorithm, it goes through exactly what we do. Some back testing results, some forward testing results, etc. Any updates will all go here. And then you've got the instructions on how do you do it. So step-by-step instructions, written instructions. I'm going to bring you through the video instructions so you know what's going on. It's in 3 easy steps. The first one you got to do is connect wallet, connect the Binance API key, and then choose the trade amount and trade mode you want. Simple as that. You've got some troubleshooting and FAQs here as well in the documentation. How do I check my past trades? You got stuck on a trade waiting screen. What do you got to do, etc., etc. Please read this, and we'll continue getting this updated all the time for everyone to see. And a very important one here is the links. Okay, so first and foremost, if you have not created a Binance account, I recommend you to go to links here and use this link here to open up a Binance account. Okay, and then there's other links to how do you get access to Crypto Toast, which is if you don't have one already, which is the purchasing of an OG NFT, ToastPunk OG NFT or Genesis NFT. Click this link here as well. This is the link direct to our Discord as well. Quite important because our Discord has things like trade alerts, news, etc. All that information. You can chat with other traders as well as to what's going on. Let me just see whether I got a glimpse here for it. Yes, I do. So you got a live alerts channel which will go through all the live alerts. You know, when to buy, when to sell. You can subscribe to it here by clicking the reactions so that you get reacted as to when a buy happens or a sell happens. This is via Discord if you use Discord. Going back again to the documentation page, you've got something called that's the official app link. So that will bring you to crypto.toastpunk.com. And finally, a compound calculator, which you can then do your calculations on your plan, your master plan on how much money do you want to make and things like that. Typically, people use this, for example, you put in $1,000. As I said, you don't have to start that much at all. Right now we're getting between zero 0.8 to 1.2. Let's put it at the lower end, 0.8 per day. And say if you leave this here in 3 years and you compound it, which means that it keeps on using the same amount of money, but you only use 90% of whatever you make in it or lose in it. You keep on compounding all the way through. So you lock it in, you leave your bot works all the way through, or the system works all the way through, Crypto Toast works all the way through. You come back in 3 years, hopefully, all works well for you, and you get X amount, which is pretty cool to see, right? So this is way bigger, way better than a retirement or a funding superannuation plan. Okay, once again, I'm not gonna promote it as one. This is just for you to plan out and to know what to do. Okay, back anyway to Crypto Toast. Now, if you don't have a ToastPunk, highly recommend you get one. There's two types you can get. One is from the OG collection. There's 1,000 of them only ever that exist in the market. If you're new to NFTs, right, this is simple as this is the best thing you can ever get. This is new technology stuff. Okay, stuff that will allow you to own it, show provenance. It's transparent out there in the market. Everyone can see it. You can trade it. You can buy it. You can sell it. You can do whatever you want with it. But yeah, OG will also give you the benefit of belonging to our DAO, which is basically the treasury management for all things related to ToastPunk. It's a quite high up, quite important role to play there. Okay, then you've got Genesis. If there's 10,000 of them, and if you own one of these here, you get early access to our upcoming Racer Club game, which is kind of cool. 30 days before everyone else. Now, let's just look at the live current prices right now. I don't think they're that expensive in the market because not many people really know about it yet. But once they do, it is gonna go nuts. So right now, the cheapest one on the market you can get is this cute-looking fella, OG. I'm talking about 0.066 ETH, which is around $100. So $100 gets you in and the OG DAO, and also access to use Crypto Toast. That's pretty cool and very, very good value for me. By the way, in comparison to, say, for example, other crypto trading products out there, which I've seen, the free ones, forget about them. They're all, usually do not get you anywhere. They're also done by I'm not so sure who, so you can't trust those people. But the really, really good ones, they range from anywhere from $50 to $300 a month. So we're looking at a 500 to maybe even $4,000 or $5,000 a year. Okay, and that's repeat payments over and over again. You got to do. Once you buy a toast, you got lifetime access to OG DAO, also lifetime access to Crypto Toast. Okay, lifetime, guys. That's a lot of value over there. Okay, OG, you got 0.06, 0.07, 0.85, 1.2. So it's not much at all to then it starts to creep up the prices. So guys, I will pick a few more up to just hold it, but obviously do your research, find out what's going on. That's for OG. Genesis, I think it's even cheaper because there's 10,000 of them, right? That's 10 times more than the original supply. 0.069. So the cheapest in, you're looking at $11. $11 to use a crypto trading tool. That's ridiculous. I think by the time everyone finds this out, there's only going to be 10,000 of them, and I think there's 3% listed. So that's about what 300 listed only. So if we got more than 300, 400, 500 people getting this, there's going to be nothing left available in the market. And then it's up to you guys, all the holders, what you determine the price you want to sell your toast for. Man, this is incredible. Anyway, back to here again. Let's get started with the instructional side. Okay, so this next part of the video is going to be about instruction, about how you do it right. We'll be right back. Thank you. How's it going? We are back. Okay, right now we're going to show you how to set up your crypto toast. Okay, so you've gone OpenSea, you've picked up a couple of toasts, you put it in your crypto wallet, you've gone to Binance, you started an account there, you've loaded it with some BUSD, you're ready to go. Let's go. First thing you got to do, you come to crypto.toastpunk.com. You see a nice interface here. You got 3 dots. When at the first dot, all you got to do is connect your wallet. So make sure your crypto wallet that has those toast punks are in there. Click connect wallet. Bang, it connects your wallet. Now it shows you exactly what's connected. The next step after that is to go through your Binance settings. So you could either be from global, so everywhere else in the world, or US. It works either way, and integrate your API keys. Once you've done that, then you're going to set up your auto trade. So let's show you how you're going to set up your Binance API keys. Okay, so go to your Binance homepage, log in, obviously go your 2FAs, do whatever you need to do. And then go to your, under the profile section, there is, my picture is hiding it. I'm going to move my picture a little bit away, come back in here, API management, yes, that's it. Click on API management. Once you get into API management, now I already have my original API creating for other stuff we're doing, but Let's create another API. You will ask you an option, and you say whether it's system generated or self generated, or is you system generated. Next, okay. Label the API. So I'm going to call it Crypto Toast Qt Assistant. Okay. Next, now it will ask you for verification. So go through the process here. I will most likely skip all this to go faster for you. But yeah, we need phone number verification, email verification. That's how secure I've put it up. So let me go through one by one right now. Let me get my email code. Let me get my phone code. And let me try to load all that up. Three, two, 1, 9, 4. Let's go submit. Yes, I got it done. I got crypto. We're back. Crypto Toast Qt Assistant. I got my API and my secret key. Now, what I highly recommend you do is this: copy it into Notepad somewhere, okay? Because when you go back in there to access it later, your secret key won't be visible to you anymore. So I would copy the API, put it somewhere, and I would copy the secret key and put it somewhere as well. Make sure you have this saved somewhere else securely as well. So the first one is the API, and the second one is the secret key. Okay, we've created it. We actually need to now edit some restrictions. So let's edit restrictions. Once you click edit restrictions, enable spot margin. Okay, because that's what we're only going to be doing, spot and margin. We're not doing margin, we're just doing spot. We need to restrict the access to trusted IPs only. This is very important, okay? So that no one can get to it except our server, which is highly secure, 256-bit encryption. So there's not going to be a problem there whatsoever. Now, where do you get this IP? It is in the documentation. So if you go to the documentation page, you go to the. I'm going to move myself back here again. You go to the documentation page, you go to the instructions page. They'll tell you what IP to use, and this is the IP you use. Now, moving forward in the future, when there's more and more users being connected, you will actually see the IP itself in here. So it will show you what the IP is here, and you have to copy that IP. And we'll give you a nice copy link as well. That's the newer interface going forward in the future. We keep advancing all the time, guys. Okay, so back to where I was. I'm going back to Binance again. Let's go back to Binance. Let's restrict the IP here. And we confirm it again. And we save it again. And looks like we have to put in the authenticator code in again. This is what you call security. Security, which is there and done. And edit app API access success. Beautiful. We got our API keys set up right now, which is great. So make sure, make sure this is very, very important. Make sure in your wallet, okay, you have these are the two main things you need to have. Make sure number one, you have obviously a BUSD balance. Okay, so you have to have a BUSD balance. That's number one. Number two, make sure you have a BNB balance. Now, what is BNB? BNB is a token on the Binance Smart Chain. You need that to pay. You will get all the fees from here, the trading fees from here, and it's better because you get a much cheaper trading fees instead of just leaving it blank there. Your bot will not work, or crypto toast will not work if you don't have BNB balance and the right BUSD balance. So make sure you have all those there for yourself. Okay, let's go back into here again. Now, remember, I saved these keys, so I'm just going to copy these keys here and put it in. By the way, once this video is out, obviously I'm going to delete these API keys. So whether you try to copy it or try to get into my account, you're not going to be able to get in my account. Okay. Global, and I save settings. Yes, save my Binance settings, please. Thank you very much, Mr. CZ. And thank you, Mr. CZ. You showed me how much BUSD I have in my account. Thank you so much. Refresh it if I want to keep checking. Okay. Now, there's two modes for you to do to set up your auto trade. Once you're done your Binance API, this is how it looks like. Okay, which means it's successful. You got two ways to do things. One is to either use a compound method or a non-compound method. A non-compound method, what it does is it simply takes, for example, if you put in 500 here, it will take 500 of whatever your account is, balance, doesn't matter what your account balance is, and continually only use 500 every time it does a trade. Okay? It will not move it up or down. Now, the crypto toast will stop working for you if your 569 balance your balance goes under 500, and you'll come back to this screen here where you need to reset everything up again. If not, means you'll always continue to stay on the right screen. What people have been doing, and I also do the same as well, is compounding. Because compounding is really cool. You just take whatever profits and losses you got and keep compounding those over and over again. And so you put in 90% of compounds. Highly recommend put 90%. I would not put something like 100%. I think our system even disallows it from putting 100%. Yeah, correct. Maximum you can put is 99%. Minimum you can put is 10%, I think, for compound. But yeah, I would compound around probably 90%. So you can actually take out 10%, whilst the rest is all keep going on over and over again. Based on that calculator that we saw before, the crazy calculator. Okay. Use that again to check it out. So let's say we start with 90%. It gives you green ticks. You're all ready to go. What you got to do now is press the start button to wait for the next buy-in. Okay, so let's confirm the trade. Now this does not buy anything right now. All it does is it means you are waiting for the next buy-in. So when our algo triggers a buy alert, okay, so right now it just completed a sell alert. Once it makes a buy alert, that's when it will move to the next. That's when it will move for you and get you in the next cycle. Okay, so it's as simple as that, guys. We have done the we're waiting for the next bind, and once the next bind occurs, as I said, you continue to repeat that process for you. When you go into a sell situation, so a live trade, you cannot do anything. Unfortunately, you can't unpause, you can't do anything until it exits out for you. Now we are working on a feature in the future called force sell, which will allow you to sell yourself and become maybe optimize your trades a little bit better. But that's where the emotions come into play, and you should not be really doing that. I would highly recommend going to the Discord to talk with all the other traders out there to understand what they're doing, what sort of results they get to understand. Now, this is a very important screen. It's found at the very bottom. So every time it makes a transaction for you or a trade, you can go to the transactions part. It'll calculate for your average per trade, your trade completed, etc., etc. And yeah, man, that's as simple as how it works, man. Now, guys, thank you so much again for checking this out and watching this video. Um, as I said, we made this tool for everyone out there to go out and make their life easier, basically. Okay. Hopefully you get to check it out. Hopefully it makes your life easy. Hopefully you've learned something today. Thank you very much again, guys. All the best. Be well. Check out the links in the description for anything else. If you like this video, please subscribe, follow us. Thank you so much. Okay, bye.